So the first thing in taking these apart is make sure it's powered off. The power leads out the back. Don't just rip it out, turn it off, press the button and it'll give you the option to shut down, restart, press shut down, let it shut down. Pull the power lead out of the back. And so the first steps in making it lighter, if you go into the side door here, I'm going to take this bit out. There's a clip either side. There's one there and there's one there. Push them down and you'll see this unit springs towards you a little bit. But just be careful as well, because if you've been using it, this can get quite hot. So don't grab it here. You can see the little label there. Don't grab it here. You want to grab where these blue sort of felty bits are. There's like little handles. Just grab it, pull it towards you, take that, and then put it down somewhere safely for when you put it back together. And you can close that up. And then if you go into the front here, if you can take the things from the drums out, you've got to be careful with these that you don't scratch them, because it can start leaving marks on the images when it prints. So when you take them out, try not to put them on top of each other. Well, don't put them on top of each other would be my advice. But again, put them somewhere safe. So we first take out the waste bottle. So unlatch that, press the 2 tabs on the waste bottle. This just slides out towards you easily, he says. Put that down somewhere. So these are the drum units here. Each one of them underneath has got one of these locks. So what you want to do is loosen them all to unlock the each individual drum. So twist them all the way around so they stop there. And then they've all got these little blue latches on it. If you sort of grab them with your thumb on top and your hand underneath, push the latch down, slide it out towards you. And again, just be very careful with those, because you can scratch them and damage them. Rinse and repeat for each one. Blue lever and then slide it towards you. That's that. When you close this door back up, it won't close properly, because part of the mechanism is in the waste bottle. So you'll find that this corner sticks out like this. That's completely normal. Don't slam it shut, because you'll break it. Next thing to do, take paper trays out. Obviously any paper in there you can just take it out like that, but it is quite heavy if it's full, and that will help lighten things up. And the way I did that, was if you pull the tray out towards you, when you get to the end, just lift the tray up like that, and it will slide and the runners will ping back in. And then that's about as light as you'll get it. They're actually quite light. It's a 2-person lift anyway, but it's actually quite light like that. And then the next thing is to basically, I can't remember if you've got a set of drawers like this on the bottom, or the big drawer, or just a cabinet, but we want to separate the two so you can lift this top part off. And basically you're going to do that by loosening these 4 screws. There's 2 on the other side as well. And basically you will see there's just like a little metal plate that joins the 2 together. So you just unscrew that and then try and, I don't know how well you can see this, but if you see there's a little metal hook plate that comes with it. There's one on each corner. Take those off and then it will be loose and ready that you can lift it off. So once you've got all 4 corners loose, my glamorous assistant and I will demonstrate. You basically take it by the handles. There's 2 handles either side. It'll be pretty light with this, and you can take the whole machine off. We're going to set it on the side over here, but obviously whether you're going with it on a table or on a sack barrel or something like that. So once the corners are loose, it'll just lift off like this, set it down wherever you need to. And it's actually quite light like that, and then you can move the 2 halves separately more conveniently. So once you've moved the machine and it comes to reassembly, you've got these sort of locating pins and the two taller ones back there, and they just make sure everything is lined up properly. The best way to do it is to this side door, because it sort of sits up proud, it interferes with putting it back together a little bit. So just open that like that. Check these are tight as well. Just give them a little twist. They're okay. And then when you offer the machine up to them, you need to obviously keep it above this height to get it lined up. And what you're looking to do is line up key points like the front edges and the sides to make sure you've got it in the right sort of location. So we'll do this now, but basically those are the bits I'm looking at. And obviously you don't want to drop it onto these if you can avoid it. You can sort of give it a jiggle if you need to get it to sit down on them, but what you're looking to do is just line up all the sort of the key points like the back corners and things like that as reference points, I mean, to know you've got it in the right place. And once it's in the right place, it will just drop down. And so we're going to put this on here now. So as I say, once again, using the corners as references, and also just remember, because you'll have to draw out of this main bit, it won't line up fully with the front. You're lining up the front of the cabinet, if you like. I mean, we can open that actually. So it's disregarded. You're lining up the corners to these corners here. Like that. So basically now get your brackets that you took off when you disassembled it and just put them back into position. And then obviously same for the other two on the back. So now it's just basically the inverse of what we've done so far in terms of putting it all back together. So the four colours that are on the end of the drums correspond with their relative toner. And the trick with these is to line this part up here with this sort of cream coloured sled thing. And that moves, that's normal. So what all you do is offer it up, try and keep it flat, and see these sort of cream coloured sled. I'm just going to offer, try and do this through the camera so it's all going wrong, it up like that and then push it home. Push it all the way in and it will latch like that. Flick your green lever down and round, make sure it's locked up, and then basically you rinse and repeat for each one. Get your waste bottle, then offer that up, clip that home, clip this green lever back round to the right, and then pop your drawer back in as well. Actually, now the trick to that is you sort of need to come in at this sort of angle and then lower it down. So in with a slight outward tilt onto the runners, and it will just slot in like that. And last but not least, the first thing we took out, which was the fuser. Basically on the fuser there's a guide pin here, and you're lining the top of that up with the top of these runners here. So if you just have a look in there, you see how like where this is cut out, it sits on top of these blue bits here. And once it's in like that, just give it a push so they both spring up, and that's latched in. And hopefully if all had gone well, you wouldn't have broken it.